Good evening, guys. Lexus Driver here. Uh, I wish you guys a very happy Lunar New Year. The Chinese Zodiac Sign that's happening on this Lunar New Year is Year of the Rabbit, which happens to be my Chinese Zodiac Sign because I was born in 1999. So yeah. This year is Year of the Rabbit. Um, so here's something I like to show you guys. That's like very special on Google. Like when you go for searching on Lunar New Year, if you click here, if you click on this fireworks display, this actually shows a fireworks display on your computer. So yeah. See? So, I find that this Lunar New Year is actually going to be it's going to be really special for those who have who their Chinese zodiac sign is a rabbit. So, my Chinese zodiac sign, since I'm born in 1999, it's the rabbit. So the Lunar New Year, it's not just celebrated in China, although it is called Chinese New Year, but the Lunar New Year, this is like part of the reason why we have two New Year celebrations. We have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. That's the solar New Year, but this is the Lunar New Year, and what's very special about the Lunar New Year is it's celebrated everywhere around the world, including the United States, Canada, and Europe, and also Mexico, and obviously South America. But most of the celebration of the Lunar New Year, it's celebrated mostly in the Far East and also Southeast Asia. Yeah, so these are a few countries that celebrate the Lunar New Year, mostly in Asia. Um, Predominantly in China, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Macau, Thailand, and many other countries. So let's search for where I'm from. Yeah. So the Lunar New Year celebrated in the Philippines, there's displays of the Chinese zodiac sign, which is the rabbit, and also we see parades of dragons, on the streets with parades and whatnot. Yeah. So I'd say this, like I said, a really special holiday um, for those who their Chinese zodiac sign is the rabbit. Um, what else? Also on during a Lunar New Year, what I like to celebrate for the Lunar New Year is you know Chinese amazing Chinese foods like bao. So if you guys have Disney Plus, I highly recommend you should watch bao. It's a really good Disney Pixar short, bao. Yeah, so this is what they look like, and whenever there's a Chinese New Year, or should I say the Lunar New Year, I think the best food to eat during the Lunar New Year is bao, because it's Chinese themed, something I would totally eat during the Lunar New Year. And also the Disney Pixar short Bao, who's the film is actually directed by Domi Shi. Domi Shi, like she did a really good job making the Disney short Bao. But also, she also directed the film Turning Red. If you guys haven't seen Bao or Turning Red, I highly recommend you should watch those films. Really good. Both are really good movies, and I personally think that Bao and Turning Red they both take place in the same universe as they both take place in the same universe. Like Bao and Turning Red, they're all in the same universe. So. Yeah. So yeah, this one Bao, in which one of the dumplings actually turned sentient. Yeah, the CN Tower. Yeah, yeah. So see, when I first watched Bao, like I actually watched Bao after I watched Turning Red, and then I actually watched Turning Red again, and then it shows that Bao and Turning Red, they both take place in the same universe, but um, yeah, same universe, and yeah, because the last film I watched, there's La Luna and Luca. I don't know if they both take place in the same universe. La Luna. I don't know if it takes place in the same universe um, as the film Luca, but my best guess is if there's some evidence. My best guess is if there's some evidence that proves that they both take place in the same universe, then I'd say they do. So Bao and yeah, this is the sentient dumpling. And also, I find that the short movie Bao, it teaches you a moral lesson about family and friends, because I'm gonna say some spoilers for those who haven't watched Bao. Um, the moral lesson of Bao is uh, when you start a family, you raise your child, build their moral compass, raising them like like uh, like like it's your son or daughter. And also, another thing is that also part of the moral lesson is, as your child gets older, they spend more time with their friends and less time with their family. So this movie Bao shows really shows that theme of a child growing up. They get they feel connected to their family, but as they get older, they spend less time with their family and more time with their friends. So yeah, so I can guarantee that the moral lesson of Bao is, as children or kids get older, they spend less time with their family and more time with their friends. So yeah, and this is the son of the mom in the movie Bao. Looks a lot like Bao from that turned sentient. So Yeah, I'd say this is actually his real life mom, his real life son. Wait. Huh. So this is the son of the mom, and the girlfriend's name is Cindy. So um, this is the girlfriend of the mom's son, and this is what the mom looks like. Um, I find that this movie Bao, um, uh, I can feel connected to this because um, when I was growing up, when I was growing up, I do make friends. I do get in trouble most of the time, but also when I make friends, like feels like a connection, like starting a new like a new well, whatever that is. And also, I can feel that, as I get older, I spend less time with my family and more time with my friends. But I always put family first because um, it, I always show how much I really love both my my mom and my dad. Even though I have friends, I should never get that in my head. I mean, sure, I might spend some more time with my friends, but I always put family first because you can make friends, you can do anything, but never forget your family because your family is it's like it's your identity. So and I think for other foods that you can eat during Chinese New Year, I think during the Lunar New Year there's also other foods. So there's Lunar New Year bao and also kanji. Yeah, so Lunar New Year kanji. So and also also like there's numerous Chinese foods that I find really delicious to eat during the Lunar New Year, but if there's one thing I would like to eat during the Lunar New Year, it'll always be something I would that involves me using chopsticks, like bao. So yeah. What's another thing I'd like to say for Lunar New Year? Also during the Lunar New Year, each country around the world has their own way of celebrating it. But the most common way to celebrate the Lunar New Year is seeing the parade of dragons, like puppet dragons, like moving around, um, and then wearing some Chinese themed colors like red, yellow. I don't know for green. I don't know if you can actually wear green on Lunar New Year. I haven't read too much about the Lunar New Year, but I know the Solar New Year, but Lunar New Year, a little bit of getting to know a lot, but it's always good to learn something new every day. And also, let's see. Uh, last next Lunar New Year, it's whenever there's a new Lunar New Year, the Chinese Zodiac signs change. Um, like the first was there's the rat, there's the horse, there's the rooster, there's the dog. There's the dragon, like etc. There's always going to be more. There's always going to be another Chinese zodiac sign, and when it reaches the last Chinese zodiac sign, it reverts back to Year of the Rat. But this year, 2023, it's Year of the Rabbit. So, and yeah, like for those who are born in in to which Chinese to what year you are, you can always check on the internet, like what's your Chinese zodiac sign. Like, you just enter what year you were born, and then it'll display what's your Chinese zodiac sign. So yeah, lots of foods, like dumplings, baos, etc. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for this video. I know this video is pretty short. I just want to say happy Chinese New Year, or happy Lunar New Year, because this is really the Lunar New Year after all. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really wish you all guys a very good Lunar New Year for all the community that celebrates the Lunar New Year. And yeah, as for a conclusion, I'd like to show one last firework. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Happy Lunar New Year. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.